And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Watch the pass. 66. Now. Jump. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Check. Crunch. H3.
Dwayne Washington, his first carry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete. Jamonte Casey on the coverage.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
I got you.
Okay. Switch gears.
Check 49. Check 49.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted by the Falcons. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Down. Ready. 280. Wait. 21. Break it up.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan going for it all. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Check. 42's the mic.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
I got you, son.
Check nine, check it out.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. All day, dog. 45's the mic. I'm coming up.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Man, I got you. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Bridgewater now. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Motion. Mike, check. 59. You don't want Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Share.
Washington now out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
You ain't got nothing. Go. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. 45.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42. Echo. Mike 42.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And Kamara has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
22. 51, Sam. Hey, Wahoo.
Now Ryan. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw is Bridgewater. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking crack.
Toss play, Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Bridgewater to throw it. And that's caught left side. Seals-Jones with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Check tight. Showing it. Showing it. Okay. Yeah. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 45 over. Here we go, here we go. Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go. Set. Hey, go. Use your focus.
Here we go. 45.
Delta. Oh, dang, quarterback.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Falcons and Saints, they aren't strangers to one another. That's no secret. They were founded 1 year apart back in the 60s. Their first meeting in 1967. And neither franchise had much success through the 70s and 80s, but boy, has that changed in recent memory. And the Falcons holding the all-time series advantage 52-48. And one of the more memorable matchups, certainly between the two teams, September of 2006. It was the reopening of the Superdome following the devastation from Hurricane Katrina the year prior. The Saints winning that one 23-3. And now they meet here in this one as part of the NFL 100 series. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
We got this.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
42's the mark. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 42's the mark, boys. 42's the mark. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So that one will be accepted.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Ready,
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Got it.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Check. Watch 54.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, I got it.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got double up, double up. Wide, get wide. Kill. Wait. Kill. Tight dog.
39. Base.
He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Now it's Ginn. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Touchdown, defense.
Bridgewater. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Check 26. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check call. Mike's 50. 59. Hey, they scared. Rush in.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Courage. Mike 5'9. Check pass. Slam.
To throw, Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Go. All day.
Here's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Mike 42. Let's go. Echo. Go. Check 24. Check 37. Check 37. Hatchet. Switch. Check 42's the mic. Check 40 go.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. You go tight. You got tight. Hey, wait. You got tight right there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Got it. Yo, man, turnover. Get that ball. Get that 21. 6 guys. Check 6.
Here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
51, sub! Hey, South. Watch the edge.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Zip it. Mike, Henry. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike 40. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Hey, defense. Let's go. Check 43. Out.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's big hit.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 down. Check. Lock it. Straight. Come on. Mike 42. Mike 42. Hey, here we go.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set up. Go. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check nickel. Hey, alert 3.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Falcons grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Saints 16.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the run, watch the run.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, here I come. Here it is.
Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To the air again with Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 4.
Freeman again. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tap.
And Freeman lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Ready. Get ready. Nice. 51.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
That's fielded in the end zone. Stiff-armed him. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Check Mike 45. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. That's it.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Bridgewater on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
64. Wait.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Come to my world. Come to my world.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Bridgewater again. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Forced out to his into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11. 49.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Falcons 49, Saints 30. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Flushed out right, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,